inside
because
of him,
that's right.
Yeah.
So he needs to throttle a little more to keep that separation between those two people. I'd rather run it early rip wide, Liz, than the way we ran it if we're going to get this particular coverage.
So
To stretch the outside man.
You go early rip, you want that guy to line up as where he would end up at the snap.
Yeah, but see, you don't always know what that is, a pre-snap look, you know, unless you're getting a consistent diet. So he's got to now control it. If he'll line up 4 to 5 yards outside, then it's easy for this guy to control it. If he lines up 3 or less, then it's almost impossible for this guy to control it.
Okay.
No, your
That was
snap
a real
count,
control.
Coach,
Yeah.
you said it was non-rhythmic.
Right.
Okay, now how's the ball going to be snapped non-rhythmic there then? In other words,
Well, that's why we put
the quarterback is controlling that thing.
Well, but so is he. That's why I say that the quarterback, as long as he snaps it slow enough, then this guy can always slow down. If he calls it too fast, then he can't stop. Like, he can even stop right there and run in place. We don't like to have him just totally stop, although we will on occasion. But we run him in place right at the butt of the tackle. Instead of continuing out
Until the snap count comes.
until the snap ball, right. That's how you do it non-rhythmic. And that's the best way to do it non-rhythmic. The Canadian game is a little different. You have to control it a little more with the rhythm. Give him the ball. And if you're getting a lot where the linebacker is buzzing underneath trying to cover the flat, even though that safety is hanging deep, we'll still come back and hit the crease if we get a lot of that coverage. But I think the quarterback's got a good read here. This is the first ball game of the year, so they're not super. Here you go, and first of all, we're believing, as they bounce across, that they're going to play us dime look. You know, another thing that happens, they get all DBs on the snap of the ball, no question, they go immediately into man technique. Now we're getting in and out man, and we're getting combination with a guy over the top. Hey, that sounds fairly complicated. That doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Everything stays the same. This is a man concept. Everything stays the same. This guy flat to back under. Is he open? Give him the ball. Oh, hell of a pass, Kelly. Christ's sake. I could throw that complete. That should have been an easy play. But it's a routine. If you make the right the cuts, then you're going to be in excellent shape. All right, now here's a team trying to confuse us. And all they're doing is changing safeties, rolling up the corners, playing half field. Okay, now you immediately go to the corner read. The corner levels and runs off. Ball goes to the flat. Now it isn't that tough. You see the backer start to bounce. Now we'd like to have just a little more width with the motion man. But he definitely run off with him, and that's fairly easy. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, now they come across to give you almost 4-cross look, but the free safety is stopped in the middle of the formation. So we're going to read that onside strong safety. Now, how deep is he? Christ, he's 12 yards at the snap of the ball. Give it to the flat. Good job, Jimmy. Turn it on. Make him miss. Better job. That kid had never played receiver, but he was an excellent veer back. He's now playing for the Washington Redskins. He's got some ability. Great speed. All right, that same sloppy look. A lot of people try to play you that way, where they're going to try to confuse you as to what the coverage is. We don't care. If we read our portion, we're going to read that outside safety. Where's the ball going? To the flat. We'd like to have had a little sooner. Early rip. Okay, just strictly strong side zone. Okay, now, we don't like this. We'd rather throw it on time. See, that safety hangs. Jimmy is going to really bring his eyes to it. Then he arm fakes him and throws it up on top. Now, you got to have a pretty good cannon to throw it in the hole without the free safety getting there. But he made a very good throw to the back shoulder. The ball should go in the air right there to the motion man. You shouldn't even have to do any more than just throw it right there. Great spike. So the left-hander. Now, just by looking, and I don't know without getting the end zone view, but I'd say our offensive line is way too tight. Now, the kid who was coaching our offensive line had played in the NFL for about 15 years, and we went through a lot of problems before we finally got squared away. Now, is this easy or not? I mean, this is like shooting fish in a foam barrel, isn't it? Not big plays, but they're 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is something, if we got little bitty guys, we say, get what you can, get yourself out of bounds. We do that. Now, if you don't believe in that and you want to get upfield, then fine, whatever.
Coach, did you say line split was minimum of 2 feet?
Minimum.
Okay,
And
now what will increase that?
Well, like an uncovered guy, we'd like to have him a little more. Or if they're having a very easy time handling the guy and don't feel like they need it because the guy's just basically playing into him, take a little more. We also split some more on traps and some run plays. But just looking, it looks like we're way too tight totally here on everything we're doing. It doesn't hurt us because we're not bringing him up from the backside. They're just bringing a 3-man rush. Trying to double cover X and play maximum coverage in front. And here the strong safety's in a drop. Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him a little faster. Now, you know, that looked like nothing, and that's 6 yards. We'll take the 6 for first down. Getting down closer. Start seeing a little more of that blitz. Okay, they're dropping. Okay, they're going to be cute. They're going to play as deep man. Look at that. Bang! Give it to him in the flat. Kid that's coaching this defense now coaching for San Diego Chargers. It ran up and down the field. Okay, now this half field, I mean the strong safety is almost so deep. You can see the quarterback thinking, I'm going to hit this guy right away. And the kid doesn't look. So he says, okay, I'll go to the flat then. But you can see that he thought, Jesus, that safety is almost half field safety depth. I'll hit him quick. He didn't look. Okay, drive on him then. Give it to the flat. That's a good job.
That's why he didn't almost stop in his drop here.
Yeah, right. That's exactly. So he could get the ball early. So he was going to go bang and throw it. The kid didn't look, so then he just continues on outside and hits the flat. Now, this will happen when you coach the go route. We don't like this, where your head turns around and you run almost a banana back the line of scrimmage. We want it built up the field. If you do this, now this kid comes off his drop and runs and you don't get much yardage. So we want to build it 3 to 5 yards up the field. And that's something you got to really work on, or the kids will run about a 1 yard deep route.
Cones out or something.
And constantly talking about it too.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, nothing but double on top, couple of corners rolled up. Okay, linebacker bounces, throttle it down, drive it up the field. If the corner jams and runs with our Z, give it to the flat. Both of them jam. Not a big play, just complete, 7, 8, 10 yards.
Now, I remember you talked about this earlier, when would you hit that soft spot or dead spot?
When
Behind
the corner rolls and levels and doesn't
Just
run with the guy.
doesn't jam?
Well, if he jams and we can beat the jam outside, fine. But if he jams and continues to run with it and locks onto him like that,
Then you want to hit flat.
you gotta hit the flat, right. Hit the dead spot if he clears the corner roll and levels early. Not a bad job by the little motion man driving up, breaking it back. Give it to the flat. And you can see how his own man picks him off. He drives up. Now the other guy's trying to fight through, give him the ball, and the ball's even thrown him back up.
Get smashed in the face, like you said.
And that kid's about 4'3", that's why that still makes that a good play. But everything is relative. If you throw it out in front, give him a chance to run, and it's a big play right away. Load 61, X go. Gonna get some kind of man free. And there's no question it's man free. You can tell they're watching them all the way, run across. They're not gonna play zone out of that. They're gonna play man free. So drive it up, break. All right, now quarterback says, I don't like this. This guy's running his jockstrap too tight. Pump it. Hit him on a pump. All right, the guy that does a crappy job here is X. X does not do a good job of getting up the field. And because he doesn't do a good job getting up the field, the other kid's right in the play. If he runs him off, then we got a big, big play. But the corner is a lot better athlete than X, and he doesn't do a good job of sticking him. This is his second ball game of the season, and he's getting a very poor release on the corner. And the corner's not bad. He's a pretty good player. But still, it was an excellent job of pumping, and maybe we can show you the quarterback there, of pumping that flat route, and you can see the man breaking it back underneath. Pretty good job by both slots. All right, Jimmy comes out, pump. See the little pump? That's all it takes, pump. Now lay it up on top. Zing, right there. Nice touch. If X does a job, it doesn't even have to be a touch pass. All right, we're down the old goal line. We're going to get some kind of man. No question on this one, man free. When you break it back, motion back, break it flat. That's a good route. Excellent route.
He's gonna get in the way.
All right, throw it right there. Put the little jets on. Do your dance. Don't get hurt. Spike it. That little kid has been a running back until this year. Great quickness. Okay, we got double corner roll, 2 on top. The linebacker does not bounce. We want to hit the motion man 100% of the time as he throttles down. Now, because this kid knows that they haven't bounced, he knows this kid's going to catch the ball. So you don't have to worry about him reaching up and trying to flag it down. He can see the coverage. 100% is so easy. It's just like the only time that you run into a problem with all of that pass is if the motion back runs too fast, catches the ball, runs into half-field safety. When he's off like that, he's going to be 100% completion. Hell, it's just like stealing. Now, the corner comes in, he's going to swap it, everyone's going to hit him, but
Well, he
you got
just
it.
wants to throttle there, coach. That looked like that was caught about 4 or 5 yards upfield
He,
there.
oh yeah, he wants to run upfield, but he does not want to sprint upfield. The kid does a great job, just like this. Throttles as he gets right into that passing lane and catches the ball. Easy throw for the quarterback. Goes right in the back of the head. That passing lane, throttles right there. Easy. Now, you
So
can
he
watch
wants
the
to settle
quarterback-
into the soft spot there. Or
Well,
find,
yeah,
find the lane.
It's
least.
what it
That's
is.
the lane, yeah.
It's a completely open spot.
Yeah.
And then the quarterback directs him to the hole by throwing it in the lane that's open. That's a good job. And it's a good job by Jimmy. He's going to take, he flattens now because he sees it immediately. So he's going to take 1, 2, 3, throw. Throws on the third step and it's just bang gone. Now some of your quarterbacks coming to the left, instead of taking a left step, right step and throw, will back out and throw when they see this. Just like Jimmy was going to do on that other one, and then the kid didn't look, so then he goes ahead and sprints out and reads it just like you normally read it. It depends a little on your quarterback's ability to throw as to how you coach him to make the throw early. All right-handers can make this throw on the third step easy.
When we throw in the flat, is that normally going to happen on the fifth step?
Third or fifth. If it happens very fast, it may happen on the third. If it happens up the seam, it more likely will happen on the fifth. But it's through the passing lane. Okay, we get what amounts to a man-free look. Okay, this kid, as he drives up, the guy is playing him with his butt to him. You're gonna stick him to the inside, now just take it over the top. And that is something that you can do. I guess we did complete it. And that's, maybe I should go through that, because that's something that'll happen to you some. It'll happen to you hard like that. And you drive up on him, and you know you can beat him over the top, take it right on up the field. And you'd run it much like, now this kid had his back turned, so by the time he got turned around, he knew he had him beat up on top. That is something that you can do out of either man or man under. If you beat the guy on man under, because there's a safety on top, now you again want to break it back under the half of the safety. Nobody on top, take it up on top. And I'm sure you probably do that on some other routes anyway, but that is something that will happen to you. In the course of the route, it will happen, so we at least need to check it. They're not kidding anyone, are they? Okay, now you can see how this DB is going to play the motion man. He's going to back inside. Great. All he does is pick his own man. So you drive it back. Now again, because he's doing that, the kid takes it right over top. Thing we were just talking about. Okay, stick him to the inside. You can see the little stick. Fake. Take it over the top. And the ball is red, or the pass is red, just as it should be. Give it to the flat. And it's excellent against blitz. Very difficult to blitz. Here's early rip wide Liz. Okay, now the only difference when you're coming from the outside, now you want to bring it in, and this kid, he brings it about right, and Jimmy does a good job of letting him get tight. Now as you drive, you want to set the guy, because he's facing that way, you want to set him to the outside before you make the break back inside. He does a good job. This kid, I think he could have given it in the flat, but I'm not going to second guess the quarterback. If he thinks that guy's running hard to the inside, doesn't like it, gets it to the backside. It's a good hell of a pass. Good touch. And that's not a very tough arm throw if your quarterback's got a pretty good arm. That is not a tough arm throw. How do we do up front, John? See Jimmy getting his butt knocked off, so I always think somebody probably screwed up. Oh yeah, we were still zoning. You can see we're still zoning.
Guard's a little late in.
Extremely late. And anytime you see how we start with a zone concept. As I'm the offensive coordinator, but I'm not the head coach, and the guy we hired was line coach, and he believed so sincerely, and the only way you could block it was zone, that we start with zone. We may still have been mostly zone at this time. Now by the end of the year, he was a dedicated believer, but yeah, we got the shit knocked out of our quarterback a lot more than we needed to.
The fullback not, you want him to make contact a little further upfield than that?
No, that's not bad. We don't, this quarterback, or this one isn't bad. No, that's not bad. See, what happens to you, we haven't talked about this at all. When you're coming on air, this kid comes out just nice and smooth. But if this kid actually comes down, slows up, and he boxes outside. In fact, this is not a bad job. This kid played for Minnesota now. He used to play for him before to Sam Harrell. He's not a great blocker, but he does a pretty good job. Now, Jimmy automatically comes up inside. If you're going to seal a corner, it will always be because a guy doesn't come from the number 3 position. That's when he gets sealed. But that's not bad. If he boxes outside, we're gonna pull up inside anyway, that's fine. Alright, this is how the Pittsburgh Steelers would try defense. This was the coordinator from Pittsburgh, and they always try to play everything extremely deep and soft on top. And all they're doing is playing strong side zone and trying to get their backer buzzing underneath the flat. Do a pretty damn good job. Alright, now as you drive through the safety, and now the free safety comes over the top, now he becomes nothing but a half field safety. So now I'm going to break it back across his face and keep bringing it.
Could he just pump the flat and run?
Oh yeah, he could have. But we want him thinking pass, 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 and then run. We don't want him to pass that one up on the run. This is no different than a half field safety now, just like double corner roll. Because the free safety comes out of the middle, he drives up, breaks it back across, and that's a big play. We don't want to pass that one up before the run. This is a fairly tough read for quarterback and the receiver, but they do a good job. Do a good job. The little kid read in motion is really sees things extremely well. And they do a pretty good job of getting the backer bounced outside. Jimmy gives him time to make the break and then throws it. And he didn't even shuffle set, he just threw it on the move. Kelly could not throw on the move when he came out of Miami. Within a year, he hated to throw setting. Excellent throw. Okay, all they're doing is now what amounts to double invert. Strong safety becomes free safety. Okay, the backer, for all intents and purposes, looks like he's playing man, but this kid is definitely playing zone, so he's going to try to run him down. Okay, anytime the quarterback pumps, turns into a secondary route. Hit him right over the top. Now, I think, oh, he made a hell of a throw. If he throws the ball early, it's easy. Okay, pump, throw it. Throw it right down. You wait a little too long to throw the ball, and still had a big play. But it automatically cleans up. Everyone, both the motion back and the guy running the flat route, ran the pattern. Excellent. Okay, now, see, they're trying to give you the same look that they gave when they're playing strong zone. They're trying to get a more of a man concept. We don't care. Now, it looks like a deep drop by the strong safety. Read it, give it to the flat. So we take the gimme. Now, if you can make him miss, you got 12, 15 yards. You don't make him miss, you got 7 or 8. Early rip wide Liz. 60s, we go. Okay. Good job by the guy throttling down. See, all he cares is that we got a couple guys on top. We got a corner look. He said, I'm going to throttle, I'm going to catch the ball. Jimmy says, screw you, I'm not throwing it. Okay? If he doesn't throw it, then it turns right into reading the corner. The corner rolls up, he pumps, turns it up the field, and here is his third option, off the half field safety. He drives up, breaks it back across. Now, if I were going to be talking to kids, I say, okay, Jimmy, why the hell did you hit him? And he would have told me that this kid's too close. Because they always have an answer for you. Because they get to the point where they are seeing, and that's, I don't have any disagreement with that. He may be right. You know, he hits him, he may make him fumble the ball. So, now he reads from the corner, he pumps it, and he comes back to his third read inside. I think it's a pretty damn good job. Now, I don't like this. This kid, when he comes outside, he's got to avoid contact. At least he fights off of it and gets upfield.
Is there a down and distance like this play better, coach?
No, not really. I mean, it can
You
turn
don't
into
wanna
be.
run this on a 3rd and 10 though, do you?
We might, depend on the coverage. We might even automatic to it, or audible to it. We get some kind of blitz look, because they turn into a big play. You get some kind of blitz coverage. Like here, they're trying to show us blitz look and try to conceal it with a free safety playing high on top. Oh hell, and that's a friggin' gimme for 12 or 15 yards. Depends on. When you first start running, it will be a big play. It'll be much bigger than what you're seeing here, because people have looked at it and looked at it and looked at it and looked at it and looked at it. If it's not what I would always classify as a huge gainer. But this is going to be another big play if we throw the ball complete. Motion man run too fast. Free safety is locked on at single back. You know, they just they'll show you a lot of different things. Run the hell out of the screen. Can you imagine missing that one? Early rip, load road. 60, Z-go. What do you think of the read there, Bob?
Good.
At least the kid turned it around with him, so give it to him. I think he did a pretty good job. And truly, right at this point, to snap the ball, it could still be zone. He could level. Another kid run. Give it to him. He does come back off of it, but it's the safest thing to do.
You have to make sure the kids avoid contact on that, don't you?
Yeah, you'd
That's
like that,
really
but sometimes they can. If they can't, and go ahead and smack them, because it makes an easy read then. We'd like not to. Okay, there's a pretty good job. Man free. See the free safety. Important that we just break it flat. That's a good break by the motion man. Yeah, a little tendency to run a little too fast and round his routes. I think the faster a kid is, the more likely he is to do this. Like this, for this kid, this is really running slow. I'm sure he feels like he's really slow, but he still rounds it a bit. Good acceleration by the little feet hanger.
Could have pumped him on that one too.
Could have, yeah, could have pumped it. Then instead of catch and run with it, it would have made it a little cleaner. Once again, good clean route. Now, if we're going to run this, let me take a whiz. Have it here. Let me have it. Or invert, however you want to do it. Okay. Now the choice route. Excuse me. This would be load 60 Z choice. Now we run this a lot of different ways. I'm going to show you load 60 Z choice and 60 Z choice. We just add the word special. We do that on a lot of routes, and I'll show you how we work that. Okay. I guess we didn't talk about this, but we always get to all this before we. If I'm Z, my right foot's back. If I'm X, my left foot's back. We're in 2-point stance. If we are going to get a 3-deep corner, I am going to run what we call a weave at his outside shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the 7th step, we're going to make one of 2 cuts against a 3-deep corner. If I get to his outside shoulder, or if he is high on top, which is 5 yards or more deep, I am going to run an out off my 7th step, off a speed cut. And a speed cut to us is this. If we come down and my 7th step, which would be my right foot,